So quite often people on the left talk about how people on the right, and what we're going to be looking at is Ben Shapiro here. Basically, I did a response video to one of his videos that was entitled like I think 10 rules to debate leftists or some shit like that. And I wanted to highlight something that he said because it's extremely appalling and really fucking disgusting and stupid and exposes him as a complete fraud. So like I said, we often talk about how a lot of right-wingers don't believe in climate change, which is science. And we're going to be looking at a massive conspiracy theory here by Ben Shapiro. Check it out.
Sorts of inconsistencies, right? Even on global warming, they say, well, global warming, it's going to heat up the world and we're all going to die and the polar bears are going to drown. They won't be able to drink Coca-Cola anymore. It's going to be all sad. And don't you want to stop that? And then you say to them, well, but wouldn't you, by your own scientific studies, isn't it true that you don't know what level of carbon emissions lead to a certain level of temperature increase? So given that, according to your own studies, we could dramatically decrease the amount of carbon we're putting into the atmosphere and we'll still increase the temperature. The amount of the temperature increase will still happen according to your own models because that carbon's already in the atmosphere. There's no way to stop that. And they have no answer for that because it's internally inconsistent, because the real agenda for global warming is a giant economic leveling and taking down of Western economies in favor of less developed economies, because essentially the people pushing this are economic Marxists. Essentially the people pushing this are economic Marxists. Essentially the people pushing this are economic Marxists.
Wow, man, that's fucking insane. He just said that the agenda of global warming is a Western economic leveling, and that the people pushing this agenda are economic Marxists. How am I supposed to take you seriously when you say that? How am I supposed to take you seriously when you say that? You honestly just said that the people pushing, by the way, pushing, when it's science, of global warming are economic Marxists. That is one of the biggest not only is it factually incorrect, it's factually incorrect, let's keep it real, but the level of malicious intent and strawmanning and conspiracy theory that this is unbelievable. And the idea of, it's really hard to take someone's claim seriously when you know that they've said this, okay? So when people talk about how right-wingers don't believe in climate change, they go, oh, no. He just don't believe in catastrophic climate change. He just told you that he thinks that global warming is something that's being, perpetrated by people who are economic Marxists. It's fucking insane, and you're just downplaying the idea. And also, I want to talk about what he said in the beginning, because in the beginning, what he's doing is he's no longer talking about, okay, we've settled climate change, now let's see what the solution should be. No, that's not what you're talking about the science now. And you don't have the credentials to talk about the science, and I don't either, to be honest. I don't fucking know, so I can't fact check you. But here's what I will say. There are ways that we can go to reverse the terrible things that have been done to our climate right now. And there is also, even if we were to lower carbon emissions and it were to lower temperatures to maybe a little bit less or at a slower rate it would rise, that would be better because we'd be preserving our environment for a longer period of time. So even in the worst case scenario for us, we'd still be saying we're preserving the environment longer. But I don't really know what the fuck he's talking about there, because I don't know that much about the science, and neither does he. And so this is no longer, I'm not talking about the science. I'm not credentialed to talk about the science, because that's what they preface it, because they don't fucking know what they're talking about. And that's the truth. And so you're now talking about the science. But this is just disgusting, and it's unbearable.